My name is Shaylin. Most people call me Shay, and I'm from Ulysses, Nebraska.
My name's Tyler. Grew up in small town northeast Nebraska, Chambers.
We first met in the military. I joined and went to my first drill, and I actually ended up going out to Hastings, and we were at the range. I don't remember meeting him, and he remembers meeting me. So
that's how I know I love her more. Yeah, 6 years ago when I first met her, she was a little fuzzy sitting in the bleachers, and went up to her and introduced myself, and yeah, come to find out a couple years later, she's like, I don't remember meeting you there. So a little awkward at first, but
obviously we go by last names in the military, so I didn't know how to pronounce his last name. And I had no idea who this dude was. And they just kept saying it different, and I was like, who's Klab? And I was like, why are they calling him Klob and Klobber? And I was like, I have no idea. But he was very cute, and I just liked how funny he was.
oh, gorgeous. I just got off the range, and I see this cute little blonde carrying a machine gun that's about the same size as her, and I just thought she was very pretty. Wouldn't say she came across, she came across very shy. Me, I wasn't, but once I first actually started talking to her, she was super nice. She was an absolute sweetheart. I didn't even have her number for a while, and then my boss had asked me to text Procknow and ask her if she got something done with the job orders, and I was like, Chief, I don't got her number. So he gave me her number, and I was like, yes. I'd asked her if she wanted to go four-wheeling, and she said, yeah. So I just bought a brand new four-wheeler and took her out four-wheeling. We were kind of done four-wheeling, but we'd parked at a gas station kind of out in the middle, or kind of out in the country. And we were just sitting there talking. I must have leaned over and just completely fell backwards off my four-wheeler.
He went to sit on it, and he just fell off backwards onto his butt. And then he casually got up like nothing happened. And I was just like, oh, it's okay. But really, I'm dying inside.
Yeah. There was no like doing a barrel roll and landing on my feet. It was just straight.
Yep.
And then when it was time for her to go, we started headed back into Columbus, and I looked back, and my brand new four-wheeler is no longer in the back of my truck.
No, so we lost his four-wheeler.
And yeah, never did find it again after that.
We looked back, and I was like, Tyler, where's the four-wheeler? And it was gone. And so now he gives me crap that I was his most expensive first date. So
yeah. Well, I made the first move, but we'd come back off of our probably disastrous first date with losing my four-wheeler and everything.
I was apologizing for the four-wheeler, even though it wasn't really my fault.
I'd wanted to kiss her, and actually a car drove by at that time and said, just kiss her.
Then he kissed me, and then that was it.
So I kissed her, and I picked her up and hugged her, and kissed her again before I left.
Yeah, totally. He's definitely a manly man, so he would be able to, and everything that he does for training just leads him to be able to do that. I would give him a couple months before then he's like, he would come back because he'd miss me.
Who? Yeah, I think she could. Her tactic would probably be more stay hidden. But she's a very strong girl, and she's a very determined girl, so I think she could. Probably my favorite thing about Shay is her just overall genuineness, her caring. She always sees the best in people. She's always smiling. She's always asking about other people, asking about how my day is, even if her day was complete crap. Her sense of humor is amazing. Her smile, she always laughs, and you could tell, like, that when she's happy, that she truly is happy.
I love that you are very caring, and that you are a very big family person. Like, he always cares more about his family about anything. He'll drop anything, and his family has also accepted me as one of theirs, and that's a great feeling. And then he also is a very hard worker, and so I strive to be like, he pushes me farther. My favorite thing about him is that he's very caring, and so with that, he just cares about anybody and me, and he's also my rock, so I know I can always rely on him whenever I feel like really down.
Probably gonna say a unicorn.
Oh my God, why?
You're one of a kind.
That was very cheesy.
What?
You'd be a bear. Because you're big and strong, but then you're also caring. So you could protect somebody.
Not sure
Like
I
me?
want to take that yet.
I don't think that it was like one moment that I was just like, oh my God, like he's the one that I'm gonna marry. I think it was like years, because obviously we've been together for over 4 years now. It was years of like trials and errors and going through a lot in our lives together that I was like, we can do this, because we've gone through everything that we would need to make it. And so I know as a team that we'll make it.
I noticed it pretty soon. I mean, as far as just a girl that I'm very compatible with, one that I can see myself with, and we kind of did a year where I was deployed and she was home, and just to see her take care of everything, you know, back home for me and be there for me, and you know, for us to make it through that deployment and several months of gone to training, that, you know, that's when I knew like this is a girl that I want to not just be with, but marry and start a family with.
Caring.
Beautiful. And I don't just mean looks. She's beautiful in every sense, inside and out. She was truly beautiful. Yeah, my closet space. We have an entire walk-in closet, and I have this one little section, and every week I'll come home to find like 3 or 4 more clothes on my spot, and then instead of having the 2 shelves above, they go to her.
Yes, they do.
And on top of that, I get the smaller dresser of the 2, and my shoe rack.
Yeah.
I slowly start seeing other shoes.
I do.
It's not like I haven't noticed or confronted her, but it still just keeps happening.
Yep, all the time. He gets up in the middle of the night and eats cereal all the time, which is fine. But I wake up to cereal bowls everywhere in the house. Like, and obviously I'm the neat freak, so I'm like, there's a cereal bowl on the sink in the bathroom. Like, why was it in there? And he likes to blare his music really loud, even when we're talking.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're trying to talk here. I don't need to scream at you. And then I turn it down, and I'll turn it right back up. So that works out really well.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So we were training for a half marathon together, and it was the Good Life Half C, actually. And I found out I had a PT test the very next week, so I was discussing with Tyler, like, should I run this? Like, what if I hurt myself and I might not be able to do it? So he was like, just don't do it.
So then I planned the proposal.
Yep.
Based on, okay, she's not running. And then like 3 days before, she's like, I think I'm gonna run. And so I had to do everything I could to be like, okay, nope. Mission's already, you know, we're going with it, so no, you don't need to run. Like, that's just stupid.
So I decided just to support him. And he was running, and I waited all the way to the end. And all of his family and friends came, and my friends were there. And I was like, okay, this is a lot of people.
I was giving my family kind of updates, you know, at each mile marker where I was at. And then I'd made a sign with a bunch of pictures of me and her. And I used my little nephew, Trenton. I made a sign that says, Shay, will you marry my Uncle Tyler?
Yeah.
And so I got him after the race and put him up on the railing and had him hold up the sign. And when she finally realized what it was, and
it took me a second, okay?
it did.
I think the first look. I think walking down the aisle and like seeing him down there and me walking towards our future is like something that I'm super excited about. And also the celebration, obviously.
Just celebrating. Like, I tried not to get wrapped up in the, how do you say, the materialistic stuff, but I'm most excited to just be married to her. We've waited for this day for a long time, and of course celebrating it with our close friends and our close family.
Kids.
5 of them.
Okay, not that many. I mean, max of 4. Okay, we can compromise. But kids, and then to live out in the country.
Start a family together, and then, yeah, definitely a farm or a house out in the country with little Tylers and Shays on there.
Oh God, that's scary. Tyler, I'm so excited to marry you, and I love you so very much. And thank you so much for being my rock in everything throughout life. And I can't wait to start a family with you and continue our life together for the rest of our lives. Thank you.
Shay, well, one, if you're watching this, you didn't run off on me and you're still here and we did get married. But I just want to say how much I love you and how much I truly can't thank you for everything you do for me. Like, you make every day perfect. You make every day worth getting up and going and tackling, because I get to do it with you. You're amazing in every way possible. I can't wait to make a life with you, to start a family with you, and to grow old with you. I truly love you, sweetheart, and thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for everybody coming.
Yeah.
You gotta say it. I'll just smile.
You smile. I don't know how to start it. Hey everybody. Hey you, this is me. Hello. Everybody, we just like to thank you on behalf of myself and Shay. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for being a part. What? You keep laughing for?
Because
Cut.
You're like this, throwing up the gangsta signs.
I'm talking with my hands.
We're in a video of our
They
faces.
can't see this, can they?
No.
Yeah, see?
I mean, they was going pretty high.
All right,
It was
go
like
ahead.
here.
You go ahead and
No,
get
you got it. That was a lot better. I'll stop.
Everybody, gotcha. Get it together.
I'm sorry.
Everybody, we just like to thank you from me and Shay. Thank you for being a part of our special day. Thank you for all the love and support over our past years together. And we look forward to celebrating with you. We love you all. Thank you.
Love you. See? Just add it.
That's awesome, dude.
High five.